Hi guys, and what is today? Happy weekend, you guys. So today we are pulling out cards for the week of November 15th. Can you believe it's already mid-November? And in the shop we are having the astrology annual sale that happens once a year where you can get your natal chart, your yearly predictive astrology reading, or your 101 astrology class for 30% off. So this sale will end in the beginning of next week. So if you have been interested in doing that, let's go ahead and get it done. So head over to www.lightwitchtarotshop.com for any of your needs, right? So right now I get asked a lot. I am scheduling for July and August, right? I am completely booked and I wanted to say thank you. And even though it's a long wait, you guys, these readings tend to happen when they're on the right time, right? So today we are going to be using a deck in Spanish, which is called the La Voz, right? So that is the voice. And we are also going to be using an older deck, which is called Earth Magic, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the energy for this coming week of November 15th. Now on the 19th of next week, we're going to have a lunar eclipse in Taurus, right? So it is not recommended that we work on manifesting on that day, possibly starting way before, because what we want to focus on is our shadow. If there's anything we want to release, let go, which is still part of manifesting, because we cannot manifest unless we are releasing, cleansing, because then we'll bust in the seams, right? So making sure that this eclipse, you write down the things that you're ready to let go and really give it to the universe and tell the universe, I'm ready to move forward. So what we want to start off next week is we want to start taking a look at false appearances, right? So this is going to be a week where mind games may be played. There might be some kind of manipulation of some sort from somebody who's like trying to take away your inner peace. But here, we're seeing your intuition really come into play. So what we want to watch out for next week is somebody who may have something else in mind, but the way that they're showing up in your life is very like they care, like, you know, like it's just that eerie feeling that we get when somebody's energy doesn't match. You know what I mean, right? That gut feeling. You definitely want to trust that gut feeling. Coming next week, there might be someone who may be showing up in your life because you can actually do something for them, but it's going to have a lot of expectations and there's a lot of arrogance involved. So anybody who you encounter next week, who you just get a really weird feeling about, who just doesn't seem right, you definitely want to match that. You're not being paranoid. You are actually sensing their energy before the whole mess begins. So I would definitely place some boundaries there. You definitely want to tune into your intuition. Specifically when there's an eclipse, it makes your psychic gifts enhance, right? I hate the word psychic, but it makes your gifts enhance. So next week, when you're feeling all of these tugs and pulls and your gut feeling, make sure you listen to them, even if they don't make any sense, right? We definitely want to focus on that peace, right? You are on a journey of really, really working with your inner peace and really stopping to bending over for people that don't deserve that anymore. It's almost like you're finally stepping into your power. So you're very vulnerable in that area still. So you definitely want to be careful that if you set boundaries, you don't break them your own. Not letting someone using maybe self-pity try to wiggle themselves back into your life. Remind yourself why the boundaries were placed in the first place. Intuition is going to be extremely strong next week. So really following through with what you're feeling. Now, you may also feel here, because of the shadow of the eclipse, that you are conforming to something, or you might be restricting yourself from something, right? And this is not something that's bad for you. It's almost like, when was the last time that you tapped into your passion? Almost like you stopped doing something that you truly enjoyed. Maybe it's the adulthood. Maybe you just feel like you have too much responsibilities, or you don't have time. So it is definitely bringing balance back, because what's happening here is if you're not tapping into your inner joy, into your passion, what happens is the repetitiveness of the day, the routines, they actually start weighing heavy, and then we can fall into a deep depression. We can lose touch with ourselves, right? So basically what we want to do is bring a little bit fun, bring a little bit more fun. If you're working, find some type of balance, but you definitely want to do something that makes you light up inside, because you've been on the go for other people, carrying other people's burdens, trying to get through your own day, that you are not. It's almost like you're feeling like you're trapped, like you're stuck, right? So anytime that we're feeling that, it's a sign that we need to bring something into our life. We need to make something happen, right? So the last message that we got is a beautiful one, because it just says, don't worry, right? Don't worry. Everything is falling into place. I know that we're going through this amazing, great, intense, insane shift, and it is a very strong shift where we are just kind of like, there's no words to describe it, right? But everything will fall into place, and the stars are actually aligning for you. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that is a reflection of who you are in your own darkness. Remember, you are your own light. So what we're going to do here is we're going to end the reading, and we are just going to we're just going to pull out the main card, and what we have, this is amazing. We have the energy of the rain. So the rain is that energy of purifying ourselves, just as we should be doing all the time. It doesn't matter what season we're in. Next week is going to be a great week to use your ritual baths, your ritual soaps, or even just water, and allow the water to just represent cleansing any energy, any residual energy that doesn't belong to you. Because of that eclipse, and we know that Scorpio is an intensely psychic sign, we may be carrying around that extra energy that doesn't belong to us, that residual energy. So if you're feeling heavy, if you're feeling very down, like your frequency is very down, don't beat yourself up for that. You're actually just feeling the shift, right? It is very toxic for us to think that we constantly have to be in a great mood. Good vibes only. We don't do that, right? All vibes here. But if you are actually feeling very heavy to the point that you get home and your house just feels extremely not peaceful, this is a sign for you to burn some cinnamon, star of anise, work maybe with a little bit of sage and rosemary, maybe a little bit of cedar, and cleanse your space as you cleanse yourself. And what I always recommend is, after you cleanse your space, make sure you cleanse yourself, right? And you get the corners, because a lot of times I will see people saging in the middle of the room. And what I tend to do is cleanse all the corners, all right? So you don't even need to burn anything. Let's say you can't burn anything. You can use a bell, or you can use the vibration of your hands. Make sure you get the corners. Make sure you up and open the cupboards. Make sure you go inside the bathtub. You want to go everywhere that you think energy would move in order for it not to be moved away, okay? So it's all about purification. It's going to be all about watching your gut, specifically for people that are kind of trying to pretend there's something or someone that they're not. So we've got this shit. I love you guys. Lots of love and light to you all, and blessed be. Bye-bye.